Na 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 na. La 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 la. Okay, no. Okay, so I just got out of the shower. That's why my hair is a little bit wet. And I'm going to show you really quick what I'm using. So what I'm going to go ahead and be using is this palette right here. It is the NYX On The Go palette. This is the shade Wonderlust. And I got this because I saw this girl on YouTube, of course, right? YouTube made me buy it. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to challenge myself to only use the products in this palette. So I'm only going to be using the products from here, nothing else. I'm going to use the blush, the contour. It says contour, so it's not a bronzer, so it's a contour. So we're going to go ahead and use that, see how it works. I'm kind of excited. I usually go for like the smoky cat eye where it goes out right here, but I'm going to do the like classic smoky eye, you know, where it gets like smokier towards the lash line. It tends to make my eyes look a little bit more circle-ish, but I'm just gonna do it. So you always do want to prime your eyes. I never show this in my tutorials because I feel like it's kind of obvious, but I'm gonna go ahead and be using like the Mika Cosmetics eyeshadow primer. It's not my favorite and I can't find my Urban Decay one right now, but I promise next tutorial I'll have it for you guys. Okay, so now that I have primed my eye, we're gonna go ahead and start using this bad boy. As you saw, I've opened it, I haven't swatched it. This is what it looks like, and we're just gonna go ahead and like get on into this. So there's no mirror on here, unfortunately, so you might see me looking like in the viewfinder or my little compact mirror down here. So since we did already shade the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and take, oh my god, there's not like a, is this matte? This is like a satin color. There's not a matte shade on here. Well, I'm gonna take this closest to my skin tone, satin kind of color. There is a lot of fallout. You see that? Oh my god, this stuff is super powdery. Alright. I'm not sure how I'm liking this. But I'm gonna just like buff it all over the lid to set that primer. And again, I usually do this like off camera with just like a either my powder foundation or like a skin toned eyeshadow, but I wanted to show you that I am using only this palette. So now that I have that done, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the actual contour color, because I want something more matte, and this seems to be like the only matte shade, so it is kind of pigmented already. So we're gonna put this and buff it on into the crease, and we want to like pat it all around it. Usually I would just kind of focus it on here, but not this time. We're gonna like bring it on into the inner corner and really buff this in. Really make sure to leave like some gap there, because you don't really want to bring it in too much, but you really want it to be kind of faded. And again, I'm just really trying to challenge myself not to use more brushes. I could easily just pick up another brush and just like blend it out that way, but like again, challenging myself. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab a little bit more and kind of just like deepen up the crease part only. So just doing windshield wiper motions now. I'm not doing circular motions because I want this to stay in the crease. We want it to be kind of like a gradient effect from light to dark. Take like the little like shader brush, and I'm going to take that base color one more time. That's not the shade I meant to get. Scratch that. It's very satiny. We're going to take the highlighting one for your face, and I'm going to put this underneath just right there to kind of, you know, give it a highlight. And since this is like on the clean side, I'm just gonna sweep it to kind of give it like a subtle look, because we're gonna like dirty this brush up right now. So now that I have like the crease colors going on, I want to go ahead and kind of like gradually like bring it down. So I'm gonna use this like copper shimmery brown one first with the blending brush, or it says crease brush on here, and I'm just gonna like kind of put this on the lower crease like that, like just right there. And if a little bit gets on your lid, that's fine, because we're gonna smoke it out anyways. I really want this top part right here to be the lightest part. So if you get any color up here, you really want to try to blend it out as best as possible. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start getting this like plum color, and we're going to apply this all to the lid. And I'm going to just try to stick to one side of the brush and press it on. Let's tap off excess. Once again, go ahead and blend out that harsh line right here. Try to stay in like windshield wipers and circular motions. When you do the circular motions, do it towards the inner corner rather than out, because we don't want the eyeshadow coming out over here. So whenever you blend out the lid color, if you tend to see a little bit of pigmentation loss, just go back in and just push it in. And again, if you need to feel like you need to blend more, go right ahead. But what I like to do is I try to only focus the color towards the lash line, because I already blended up here. I don't want to touch that. So I'm just really packing it on the lid. And if I do happen to get some up here, it's really not a big deal. Lightly buff it away, just very lightly, and then if you need to continue to just like push on it. You can also just use like the leftover product that you already have on here just to touch up. Really quick, before I dirty up this smudger brush, I'm going to once again take the highlighting color, and we're going to put this in the inner tear duct. Now I'm going to go ahead and just like wipe off the brush on a like paper towel that I have right here on my desk, or vanity, whatever, my desk vanity. And I'm going to use the opposite side, take the plum color, and I'm going to mix it with this brown color, just so that we have like one less step to do. Pat off any excess, and we're going to go right in onto the lower lash line and like push it on here first, and then we'll go ahead and blend it out in a little bit. But right now you really want to focus on just pushing it on. Once again, just grab the brown and the purple. If you don't make weird faces when you're doing your makeup, you're not trying hard enough. Now very lightly, you want to go ahead and just like kind of like sweep it. With very powdery eyeshadows, they tend to be the type to when you try to blend it, they kind of like fade away. So just try your best to use a light hand, and if you need to, just very carefully lightly use this. So I'm just like kind of looking at my eyeshadow, just want to make it a little bit even. Okay, so this is where the fun part comes. This would be like kind of where I would end it. You can go ahead, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take just the little shader brush, and I'm going to pick up that purple, that plumish kind of color, and I'm going to like put this right here on the inner rim, and right here on the outer, as well as just a little bit along the lower lash line. So as you saw, I went like this. So I did not get the entire middle plus the crease. Once again, we're going to get it right here on the outer corner and on the lash line. So this is what it looks like. This is your typical smoky eye, but what we're gonna do is kind of add the halo effect towards it, but it's not going to be the full halo, it's just gonna be like the halo effect. I wanna grab this, what color is it? Like a rosy gold color. And I'm gonna put it on the center of my lid. I hope this is gonna be okay because I can't bring in like Fix Plus or anything, but I'm gonna use my finger and I'm gonna put it right on the center. I hope I'm not gonna mess up this look. So just like on the center, just like that. Don't worry if it looks kind of crazy right now. And that's kind of just like gonna bring out your eye more, you know, you want to look like this. So anyways, I'm gonna just grab the shader brush once again, and remember I only used one side. The side that I did not use, I'm just gonna lightly push around the edges. Don't do that. Okay, and if you want to add some more, go right on ahead. I just really want to use clean fingers, you know, to tap around as well, like around the corners, and then you're pretty much good to go. Yeah, right? That looks nice. That looks super nice. I think I'm gonna go ahead and skip the eyeliner. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like just add the basic like black eyeliner to my lower waterline. I did already tight line with it. Okay, so now that I have the liner and the lashes on now, so far so good. I really like the eyeshadow, however I want the like center color to like pop more. I would definitely use like a pigment or a glitter right about now, but I don't have one in this palette, and again it's a challenge. So I'm gonna use the side that had no eyeshadow product on it and just pick it up. This is going to be a little bit more difficult to apply than just like your finger, but we want to just like pat it on top where it already is, only in the center, because remember the sides are already blended, so we don't want to go back in and have to re-blend everything out too much, because then it's going to end up all in your lashes. And also you don't want to take it out too far to where it looks like it's the primary color on your lid. So feel free to add more of the darker purple, which is what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with the eyes. If I think of something else, I'll go back to it later, but now we're gonna go ahead and go on with the face. I'm gonna first just make sure I don't have any fallouts. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take the contour color. It doesn't look too warm. It kind of looks on the neutral to cool side. So let's see how it's going to pick up on my warm skin tone. I'm worried that it's going to come out a bit warm for me, because neutral colors, it can go either way depending on your skin tone. So let me put this down. So far so good. I really like the eyeshadow, however I want the like center color to like pop more. I would definitely use like a pigment or a glitter right about now, but I don't have one in this palette, and again it's a challenge. So I'm gonna use the side that had no eyeshadow product on it and just pick it up. This is gonna be a little bit more difficult to apply than just like your finger, but we want to just like pat it on top where it already is, only in the center, because remember the sides are already blended, so we don't want to go back in and have to re-blend everything out too much, because then it's going to end up all in your lashes. And also you don't want to take it out too far to where it looks like it's the primary color on your lid. So feel free to add more of the darker purple, which is what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with the eyes. If I think of something else, I'll go back to it later, but now we're gonna go ahead and go on with the face. I'm gonna first just make sure I don't have any fallouts. And then I'm going to go ahead and just dust some of my HD powder to make sure that my foundation, it's still a nice clean slate and ready to go. Okay, so now that I went ahead and I set that, we're going to go ahead and stick to this palette still. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the contour color. It doesn't look too warm. It kind of looks on the neutral to cool side. So let's see how it's going to pick up on my warm skin tone. I'm worried that it's going to come out a bit warm for me because neutral colors, it can go either way depending on your skin tone. So let me put this down, bring in my mirror. Okay. Oh my fucking god. Are you shitting me? And I have to do it on the other side. Oh my god, dude. And then the only other thing that I like to contour is my jawline. Oh my god. Any leftover product I'm just gonna put like on the, like, just like right here. I'm gonna stay away from this area because that's fine, and I'm alright with like my forehead. It is quite small, so let's see what I can do to this harshly. So to help me blend out further, I'm just gonna take my like powder brush. I think we're just gonna have to be fierce today. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. I'm gonna go ahead and just take the blush color right here. I'm not gonna try to use this dark ass contour color for a bronzer. However, you can definitely try to use like this color. I didn't get into it. I don't think I'm going to, but it's completely up to you. It's like super small, so I'm gonna have to like squeeze my blush brush. And since this isn't like a first impressions really, it's just like let's play with makeup. I'm not using clean brushes. Definitely better. Just use a light hand and like try to grab as little product. The bronzer and highlighter, or the contour and the blush, are definitely more pigmented than the eyeshadows. And then I'm just going to go ahead and once again just kind of like blend these two together with a light hand, going in circular motions towards my hairline. Now for the highlighter, I'm going to use this brush right here. This is the Visanti blush brush. Grab the highlighter once again, squeeze that baby. I already do have liquid illuminator on, just because it's been part of my foundation routine. I'm probably going to be doing an updated one considering I'm doing things differently now. And I'm just like kind of like patting it on, and I'm going around here because if you notice my temples, like the space here isn't really like big. This is all like I'm trying to like create like a heart shape because it's more flattering. So as you can see, I contoured my cheeks and right here, so I like it goes like this, you know what I mean? Since I have a round face, I hope you guys get me. And then I'm just gonna dab it right here and just quickly down the nose. Stay away from that forehead because that forehead can come off greasy looking. And then I'm just gonna buff in right here because all I did was like pat it on just to make sure you look nice and shiny. So that's all we're gonna be using for this palette. I think I did a pretty good job. What do you guys think? I think it's really worth it. I like it so far. So I'm going to go ahead and do my lips really quick. And the shade I'm going to be using is this NYX Suede Lip Cream. Oh, wait. Excuse me. This is the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in Soft Spoken. And the Jordana Rockin' Rose Lip Liner. You know I love this. These two are like seriously a match made in heaven. Like they are right on points with each other. So that is pretty much it. I know I have never really used this palette before, so I'm just going to give you like a little review, like super small, just to let you know really quick. Okay, so just to give you a quick heads up, these two are definitely the most pigmented. So I really was going to go with a warmer kind of eyeshadow look, but I always do that, so I really wanted to like do something different. So if you are trying to use this in your crease, use a little bit at a time, build it up. But these here are all like the same pigmentation. Granted, I did not use this one right here. I did use every other shade. Did I use this one? I don't even remember. But yeah, I do like this palette. I do think it was worth it. I didn't want to do it in a let's try it because I wanted to actually focus on the makeup tutorial itself. When I do let's try it videos, especially with like eyeshadow palettes, I'm not able to actually explain things to you because I'm trying to get more like into like the nitty gritty of is it really worth it. But I think I like it. Yeah, I really wanted to go ahead and get this because I know it's easy for everybody to get their hands on, and then we can go ahead and do like a smoky eye with each other. So yeah, with that being said, I really hope you guys liked this Makeup Mondays video. If you did, please thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I like to upload anywhere between 3 to 4 videos a week. With that being said, if you have any questions, comments, or even recommendations on what you would like to see here on my channel, leave them in the comments below because I always get back to you guys as fast as I can. But just a little quick tip, if you're not connected through Google Plus, through your YouTube, I'm not going to be able to reply to your comment, but I will try to leave my own comment if I am able to see it and just leave your name, as I've said before. So with that being said, guys, I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Come closer to my face. Woo. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to do a long awaited video. I'm going to do another planner video. This is going to be featuring a very affordable planner that you can get from Target. Anyone can get their hands on it. This is the Mead planner, but my take on it is bullet journaling and sticker kind of type. As you can see, it's kind of inspired by the Filofax spread as well. So if you want to see exactly how I got this and what I used to create this, then just stay tuned